Just got this vacuum sealer here, and I'm going to go over everything that it came with, and I'm also going to show you how to use it. We've got some cashews, some coffee, and some turkey, and then stick around to the end, and I'm going to show you one of the things that I don't like about it. So first off, I used to use this when I was a kid, and we got these because we'd buy stuff in bulk, and in this economy, I was thinking, what can I do to save a buck? And it got me thinking back to when I was a kid. So I got this little vacuum sealer here. Now, first off, it comes with these bags right here. There's two different sizes. I don't know, it's probably 12 inches and maybe 8 inches. I'm not sure exactly, but you can also buy different sizes. See, this, you can get a bigger one. But first thing you want to do is you put the roll in, you flip this up. And the cool thing about this versus a Ziploc bag is if you wanted to do, say you go fishing and you have like a big giant salmon or a steak, you're not stuck to the same size freezer bag. You can make a tiny little bag or you can make a huge bag just by depending on how much you pull out. So once you decide what size bag you want, I'd recommend maybe laying what you need on top. So put that right here, lay it down. Now you want this to start past here because if it starts like this, it's gonna tear the bag. You want it to start right in front. And you're gonna have to put a little bit of pressure on that and go across. It's gonna cut it. So now you have your bag, but if you see it's open on both ends. So you wanna put it right here on the side, like this, and we're gonna shut it. And we're gonna go to seal only. Hit seal only, put that down. I may have to push it again, seal only. And it's gonna go for about 15 seconds. There's a heating element in there that's gonna heat it up and it's gonna seal it. And what I found is that once it's sealed, even if you try to rip it with your hands, you're not gonna be able to get it open. You're gonna need to cut it. It seals it really, really well. So we're gonna start off by doing some coffee here. One of the cool things is that we used to actually brew our own coffee. And when we did, this is what we would do to keep it fresh because we would buy it in those big giant bags green and then roast them. So I'm gonna put this in here. And there's a couple different settings because depending on what you're doing, if you're doing something dry, you'll have that setting versus if you're doing something wet with moisture like I'm gonna show you with the turkey. So get this kind of even. And we're gonna set it right over the hole here. See the little vacuum? There's like a little seal. You're gonna set that right over the hole, like this, and we're gonna go to dry vac and seal. Now if you try to vacuum it only and then seal it, I found that it lets some of the air back in the bag, so we're gonna hit dry vac and seal, close it, and you wanna keep this kind of even and you're gonna see it sucking all the air out of there. This is gonna be real hard like a rock when you're done. One of the other cool things you can do is if you're going camping, you can put first aid supplies in there, or if you guys are going out on the river on a boat and you wanted to keep things dry, you can do that as well. And we're gonna let it seal. Right now it's sealing the bag. It's almost there. And we're done. So we're gonna open it up. And look at it. It gets all the air out of there. It's hard. So which is pretty cool. So you can also, the cool thing about this is you can fit things if you're storing stuff for later. You can fit a lot more stuff than you can if you have like a big bulky bag like this. And you can also do it a little better where it comes in tighter, and you can trim off these edges here too if you need to, as long as you don't cut past those two marks where it seals it. All right, now let's do the turkey. Let's open it up. I'm gonna do a little bigger bags for the turkey. That looks about right here. You can cut in either direction. Like I said, just want to start from the side here. You gotta push kind of hard. And we're gonna seal this in here. Seal only. So it seals it up pretty quickly. And I noticed there was no smell to it. Some of the other ones had like a smell the first couple times you heat it up. Let it cool. We're gonna open it up and we're gonna put the turkey in there. Now once you get into the hang of this, you can actually do stuff pretty quickly. Like if you're meal prepping or you're trying to store stuff for long storage, especially if you live far away from the store like we do. Or a lot of hunters even use this with their own, when they're making their own, with their own game that they cut. They can put this in there, label it, freeze it, and it's gonna last much longer like this than it is if you put it just in a regular freezer bag because the air will slowly oxidize the stuff that's in there. So let's get this on, put it right here. I made this bag a little too big, but that's all right. And we're gonna shut this. I think I did that right, so make sure I do it right. It's gotta go right in the middle. I find that it helps if you turn it over because then this part kind of hangs in there, like this. Now in this one, we're gonna put dry vac seal or moist dry vac seals. Shut it. Now I don't quite know the difference. It's probably not going to suck it as hard because I imagine if you put it the other way, it'll probably suck it flat. Yeah, see, it doesn't suck it as hard. Whereas the other one, it'd probably just turn it into mush. So it's going to go ahead and seal that. It's got about 15 seconds to heat up. It seals it pretty quickly, and then it gives the countdown. That way you don't burn yourself when you open it. The other thing it came with, and I don't have this here to show you, but this plugs in the side right here. And you can actually get these little containers, and you put this on, and it'll seal the containers as well.
Great for leftovers.
Yeah, great for leftovers. You get the special containers, suck the air out, put it in the refrigerator. But I don't have any of those containers, so all I can do is tell you about it. But yeah, now this is done. And it's just like how the meat comes in the store. So one of the things that I don't particularly like about it, and I'm being nitpicky here, is that when you put this across here, you really got to press hard. It'd be nice if this kind of just clicked into place and you didn't have to press so hard. But also I'm getting used to it too, so that's probably normal. The first time I did it, I kind of made the bag all jagged. But overall, this thing's really nice. It keeps everything a lot more fresh when you're trying to make things last longer, and the process is pretty quick. Once you lay out all your food and the stuff you're doing, once you get in the hang of it, you're just putting it in, cutting, sealing, packing, and you'll have all your stuff prepped in no time. So if you're looking for a vacuum sealer, I definitely check this one out. It works really well, it's high quality, and I'm going to dry and seal a lot of stuff with this.